Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Thanks very much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this video we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Multiverse of Madness Sleepwalker figure. Now, just to clarify, he's not from the movie Multiverse of Madness, he's just part of the Multiverse of Madness wave. He comes with these two open hands and of course a Build-A-Figure part of Rintrah here. It's another leg, a lot of articulation there in the foot and the knee, which is really cool. But I'm going to take a look at the Build-A-Figure in a separate video, so make sure you check out my channel for that very soon. So the Sleepwalker figure, out of the box, this is him, this is what he looks like. And I've got to say, for a figure that doesn't have a huge amount of unique parts, he is really, really cool. Now, for anyone who doesn't know who Sleepwalker is, he is a relatively new character. When I say new character, he debuted in the early 90s in his own Sleepwalker issue 1. Now, he's got these cool wrist guards that look like an original sculpt. They don't look like they come off, which is a shame because those bandaged wrists could be used on so many customs. He's got this kind of bandage wrap around his thigh that is removable. It just slides up and down. And then his boots are obviously in a similar style as well. Just pop his head off. His head does not come out of the hood. It's fastened into the hood. I mean, I'm sure you could get it out with some hot water and a little bit of force, but his head is fixed in the hood. Now, he is screaming the Green Goblin to me from No Way Home. There's definitely parts of the Green Goblin costume that could be made from this particular figure, including his cape, which we've seen on a number of figures now, including a number of the goblins. The body is pretty standard. It's just your standard mould. It's your standard male mould here. I'm going to give them a real wiggle, see if I can get them off. Nope, they are definitely not coming off. I'm sure you could probably get them off with a bit of heat, but they don't just slide off like some of the wrist guards. So I'm going to change his hands over to these kind of clawing, kind of open palmed hands, because I think they're a lot more in keeping with the figure, with the character, sorry. I love the fact that he's got like a bare arm as well, so you can see that green, his green skin. Now there's a peg hole on the back here, but there isn't a peg on the actual cape, so don't be fooled. And you pop the head on and it keeps the cape in place. But he's definitely got some kind of Green Goblin vibes, Green Goblin from No Way Home vibes going on here. The articulation is what you would expect in a 6-inch male buck. As I said, it's a reused buck. We've seen this on so many of the figures before. There's no movement in his shoulders, so there's no butterfly joints there. But there's enough movement to get him into some cool, creepy poses. Now, as a character, as I said, he was introduced in the 90s, but he was involved in the Infinity Gauntlet saga. He actually teamed up with the likes of Darkhawk and Moon Knight and Deathlock. And yeah, so he was involved in that, so do go and read the Infinity Gauntlet book if you haven't already, and you'll see Sleepwalker there. But he's also one of his enemies. One of his main enemies is the character Nightmare. And what's really interesting is Nightmare has been teased as one of the characters turning up in either Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness or Wanda Vision's kind of story arc, so the story arc to do with Wanda. So if Nightmare's showing up, then perhaps Sleepwalker will show up at some point as well. What's really cool is they're classed as, I think they've been referred to as like the Dream Police, and basically they go around and they kind of fight and apprehend people that invade other people's consciousness. So when people are sleeping, if they're invading their kind of dreams and stuff, sleepwalkers come in and kind of apprehend them and kind of confront them and stuff. So with all the stuff that's going on with Doctor Strange and Wanda in the MCU, you could definitely see Sleepwalker or the Sleepwalkers turning up and making an appearance. So I think we may see these characters at some point in the MCU, especially with Moon Knight getting his own show. Maybe Sleepwalker will turn up there, who knows. But he's a really cool figure. He's just a really comic book, you know, that bright green on his face and his arm. The purples against the blues. He looks just like he did in the comic book, although in some of the comic books you can't make out his face. It's like a black kind of darkness in his hood, and you can just see the red eyes. So it would have been nice maybe to get an alternate head to represent that, but that'd be easily customizable. But I'm absolutely loving this figure. I love the little unique kind of new sculpts on the bandaged kind of wrists and thigh and boots. I love the hood. The hood's kind of a different shape than some of the hoods we've had before. So he is a really cool figure, and as a comic book character, he's definitely a pleasant addition to this wave. So that's it. That's my 5-minute figure review on Sleepwalker. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things, and do check out my channel for the rest of this wave in the 5-minute figure format. And don't forget to check me out on other social media. I'm over on Instagram, Jacobs_toys, on TikTok, Jacobs Toys, and of course on Twitter as well. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.